Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I bring you a story that has captivated countless fans of Turkish drama and has once again blurred the line between fiction and reality. We're talking about the intriguing connection between Cemre Arda and Gökberk Yıldırım, two names whose bond seems to extend far beyond the world of television. If you enjoy stories like this, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the join button below for more exclusive updates. Now, let's dive into the fascinating details. The spark behind the camera. From the outside, the relationship between Cemre and Gökberk might look like the typical dynamic of co-stars who work well together. But anyone who has followed their series Windy Hill knows that what happened between them didn't start when the director called action. It started long before, in quiet moments, when no cameras were rolling. In a backstage interview, Gökberk once made a small, almost whispered confession. "I fell in love with her the moment I saw her." It wasn't delivered like a headline-seeking statement, nor was it part of a promotional campaign. It sounded more like an unguarded memory that slipped out unexpectedly. For fans, those words were enough to spark endless speculation about what was really going on. To understand the weight of that comment, you have to return to their first table read. Cemre entered the room with her hair tied back, wearing something simple and unassuming. Gökberk looked up, paused for a moment, and from then on, nothing was the same. A natural rhythm. On set, the chemistry between them became undeniable. The way Cemre rehearsed her lines, carefully building rhythm and emotion, met perfectly with Gökberk's attentive listening and ability to create space in their exchanges. The director saw it. The crew noticed it. And the camera captured it all. Instead of forcing drama, they let silence speak. Instead of exaggerating gestures, they chose minimal ones that carried more weight than words. In one scene that originally required 3 full paragraphs of dialogue, they intuitively cut it down, letting the wind, a glance, and the slow closing of distance tell the story. The result was so moving that even the sound engineer was seen quietly wiping his eyes. People in the industry often say chemistry is an art. For Cemre and Gökberk, it became second nature. First sightings off-screen. It didn't take long before fans spotted them together off-set. The first blurry photo emerged from a late-night bookstore visit, 2 figures laughing over the same page, walking out as if they shared a secret no one else could know. Social media exploded. "Same jacket," one user claimed. "Matching sneakers," another added. Others dismissed it as coincidence. But speculation only grew. When asked in interviews, Gökberk carefully commented, "Working with Cemre makes me a better actor." And Cemre responded with equal care, "His way of listening gives life to every scene." The producers, for their part, chose neutrality, stating only, "Some actors take months to find their rhythm." These two found it on day one. The statement that changed everything. The story reached a turning point during a digital press panel. When asked about his most memorable moment on set, Gökberk described a foggy morning on a hill, a simple cue from the director, and a scene that suddenly felt strikingly real. Then he smiled and added, "I was lost from the very first day. She walked in, and sometimes it just happens. You know you'll have to fight to keep your objectivity." It wasn't flashy or dramatic, but precisely because it was simple, people believed him. From that moment, every detail, a shared coffee, a backstage laugh, chairs placed too close together, became fuel for endless theories. Fans built entire timelines out of breadcrumbs. A silent pact. Despite the growing buzz, Cemre and Gökberk seemed determined to prioritize their work above all else. Long shooting days were met with professionalism and focus. Interviews were measured, careful, and free of personal revelations. Yet behind the curtain, they developed rituals that hinted at something deeper: short walks without phones before important scenes, silent reviews of monitor footage together, decisions to cut dialogue because the eyes can say more. Their restraint spoke louder than any public declaration. What others interpreted as silence was, in reality, a quiet agreement to protect something fragile from the chaos of fame. The blackout night. One particularly telling story comes from the final weeks of shooting. The production had moved to a small coastal town. One evening, a sudden blackout forced the cast and crew to cook by candlelight. Amid laughter, music, and improvisation, eyewitnesses noticed Cemre and Gökberk off to the side, sharing moments of laughter followed by long, serious conversations. It was as though they had been rehearsing for a dialogue they didn't yet know how to perform. No one announced anything. No official statements were made. But those who were there felt the connection was undeniable. After the cameras stopped. When filming wrapped, Cemre and Gökberk each wrote heartfelt letters of thanks to the crew. Cemre joked about the wind machine always tangling her hair, while Gökberk confessed he had learned more from the sound department than from years of reading books. Neither letter mentioned love. Both focused entirely on gratitude. And yet, the story did not end there. A month later, at a charity gala, they arrived separately. But on the dance floor, cameras caught a brief moment. Gökberk touched Cemre's arm, she leaned closer, and their eyes locked in a look that seemed to last forever. The clip went viral instantly, reigniting the debate. Was this confirmation, or just another gesture of professional friendship? Professional futures. For now, both stars are moving forward with their own careers. Rumors link Cemre to an upcoming miniseries known for its subtle, dialogue-free style. Gökberk is said to be preparing for a darker role that could completely reshape his image. Whether they'll reunite on screen remains unknown, but insiders insist that decisions will be made based on artistic needs, not public demand. The unwritten chapter. What fascinates the public most is that Cemre Arda and Gökberk Yıldırım haven't tried to prove anything. They haven't used their connection as publicity, nor have they denied it aggressively. Instead, they've chosen a path of patience, privacy, and quiet respect. For fans, their story is a reminder that sometimes the most powerful connections are the ones nurtured in silence. And for the actors themselves, it seems to be about protecting something real in an industry that often tries to turn everything into spectacle. So, what do you think? Are Cemre and Gökberk just friends whose chemistry lights up both the set and real life? Or is there more to this story than meets the eye? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and hit the join button to support the channel. With your engagement, we'll continue to bring you the most compelling stories from the world of Turkish entertainment. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Take care, and goodbye.